almost first try. I have not skated since the Felipe Jam. Oh my god. Every time heading home I see this and I'm always wondering, can you skate this? I cannot wait. I want to get a rail so I can just... Look at this. Look at this flag. Look at this pond. Get yourself your little kicker into the gap. I look mad busted right now. I just came from the gym. I have been on a grind every day. I just started a new routine that I personally made and suitable for me, you know, for me trying to lose some weight. So I really just wanted to stop by here. I wanted to know if this could have been a close skating spot for like a gap, but it's a little wide, I'm not gonna lie. But beyond that is the perfect flat ground spot right now, and they aren't constructing anything right here, so it's cool. Nice little pontoon. What's up, y'all? I was a little consistent a while back and I kind of fell off. I had a thing happen with my car. I didn't renew my ID, so it expired, and I ended up in such a bad spot. But I want to talk about everything because I tend to just shut myself down and take a step away from everything. That's not the healthiest thing, especially when the journey is like the bad and the good, you know? But I really just wanted to give a realistic take on life and just how things have been. I feel like I haven't been as transparent as I wish I could be. Starting off, it sucked. It really sucked not having like my car, not having a place for a bit. I was very thankful for my partner for letting me hang out and shit, but so yeah, I got a new apartment and I also got a new car, so it's not like I was in such a bad position where I couldn't do anything, you know? Yeah, there was a small time where I was living in my car, but it got totaled. I didn't have a place and I managed to get those. So really it was a rough spot that I was in, and I've been in that many times before, but specifically being by myself out here, it's really different. I got so unmotivated because I was just so tired of just working constantly to save up money and using Ubers, and that adds up because I tip really well, especially for just Ubers. I know how it is to work on that side of the industry. So it really sucks whenever I'm trying to make videos about trying to be positive and stuff, and people who don't understand struggle, people who will never be in that position because they are helped by family. I wish I could be, but you know, as much as it is, as real as it is, the only people my family helps are like my sisters. I also like to say that I'm not asking for help either. I do understand that things get rough, and it's just nice to have like, it's nice to know you have some sort of hair to rely on, but to not even have that, it's definitely a difficult area, especially when I grew up without a father. So it's like trying to learn how to be a man when I don't have any figure to teach me that specifically. So I just wanted to talk about this because I have had people over the years who look up to me and have messaged me for advice because I resonate for those who've gone through it. If you haven't gone through it, I understand. You're gonna look at my videos and say, oh, he has tattoos and piercings, he's a dumbass. Okay, that's fine. I don't respond with you because obviously we don't have that connection. If we were to run in person and we both skated, then yeah, we could totally be cool, but because you see me as a random person on the internet who probably did bad stuff to struggle, I have had people who assume because of how I look, my appearance, that I was a user or that I was alcoholic, and just situations ended up as they did. That's just not what it is. The truth is, I've been a very hardworking person all my life. I've given up everything I have to people to try to help them further their goals. And I got screwed over in every single aspect of like everything. So yeah, I've been trying really hard to try to be mentally prepared for myself because I am all I have. And realistically, I've done pretty well. I have not showed y'all my place yet, but yes, I have a 2-story like home. I just got a car. I haven't even showed y'all, but I have a new car, you know what I mean? If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen just from little hints and stuff like that, because I do post more on there because it doesn't require me to socialize with people. It's really just posting and I'm done. So realistically, I'm about to be a dad, and I'm trying to figure out how to teach myself how to be a man. I'm having to deal with all my traumas because family hasn't helped me for any of that. I've tried to talk with my family to sit there and have them admit what is the fault so we can all come together to understand why we treat each other the way we have and why we don't reciprocate things, and it's a bad understanding because Hispanic households, quite frankly, don't want to admit that they're fucked up. I'm very thankful for my older brother because he has always looked out for me. In these past years, I very much have been doing things on my own, but he has been the father for me all my life, telling me things that aren't bad. Because a lot of Hispanic households try to encourage toxic behavior. And personally, I don't want to encourage toxic behavior. I have tried to be there for the people who I've held special in my life. But quite frankly, I let myself get held quite a bit. And I realize now that it's better to protect your own peace and do things by yourself than to put yourself in a predicament where you could end up in a bad spot, you know? Just want to throw it out, you know, I let myself get a little overweight, and I'm not saying like I'm fat, but I did let myself get into a position to where I am uncomfortable with my body, to where it has hindered me in my skateboarding. I have felt it because my stamina, my cardio is just, overall, I've just felt so down and depressed that it really has had just a negative effect on just every aspect of things that I want to do with posting. And I've had so many projects. I've had so many videos to talk about what I was going through, and I didn't post them because of just how down I was mentally. And quite frankly, it had a lot to do with the fact that I was just constantly working. The money I was trying to save up to get a better car, I was spending on Ubers. So it was pretty much just like a circle game of trying to play catch up. And every time I thought about posting or editing something, it felt like shit. So yeah, so everything being from super bad, I've been doing my best, especially lately since I got my car, and now I'm back to working out. I'm 4 days straight in a row back to working out. I have taken like the break, obviously, each period, but I finally just got into a routine where, like, again, I'm feeling like myself. I feel more nimble, and I realize whenever I'm depressed, like, I snack a lot. I just sit down and stream all day, and I don't have an issue with it versus being productive, making clothing, skating, trying to film something. So anytime I've literally come to the obstacle of needing to post something or edit something, I've put it down because I couldn't. I personally felt like I've just looked really gross lately, and I'm not asking for like any sympathy on that. It's just how I personally know how I look like whenever I feel good. And whenever I start feeling like shit and snacking, I know what I turn into, and I know how like low I get. I'm gonna have a boy, bro, a little boy, who's gonna look up to me, and I'm gonna be there and be the best that I can be. So personally, I'm trying to stay on top of everything, complete all my goals, and be the best person so whenever they come out, I'll be like a superhero. I'll be the dad that I wanted to have. I can be that really cool person who I wish was there to support me, you know? So, I'm sorry if y'all think I'm just a giant mess, but to the people who understand real struggle and real hardships, I understand that y'all will understand me. If you don't and this don't resonate with you, I'm sorry. I post stuff about my life, and in my life I wasn't handed things. Literally everything I've had to do, I've sent it with no money. I've done whatever I could. I took every opportunity to just try to meet people and make an impact on people's lives. I wasn't happy with just running into people and just having good skate sessions everywhere. I've tried to give whatever I could. I've tried to leave some sort of impression because whether y'all think of it or not, but everyone's important. It's really hard because whenever I would take hiatuses, I would have a lot of friends be like, oh, but I'm really important. You should talk to me. The thing is, I've met so many people who I've had such close interactions who have left such a hard impression on me. So it's very hard to sit there and try to rank anyone who's more important. Some people who I have barely met have left a better impression, have done so much more than someone who I've known over time because they don't care about the friendship, because it's just always existed. But will use my name whenever it's talking about something cool or needing to say that they know someone who knows someone. So yeah, just wanted to talk about it. It was really important to understand that I really cared too much about impressing people, and I just wanted to be there for everyone, and I realized I just can't. I am thankful for whenever I do get to run into old friends and people who, you know, I happen to leave an impression on because they remember me, and it's just a great feeling to know that nothing I've done is not in place, that people really do care. So I'm gonna do what is best for myself and my family. You know, it's kind of crazy to say I'm finally gonna have my own little family, because it really took a lot to get here, and it took a lot of understanding myself and figuring out what my traumas were to get to this point to where I can understand finally self-love, really dedicating myself to a cause that I want to be a part of. And right now it's doing the best that I can for my body, not giving other people or work my time whenever I deserve to have something for myself. So yeah, just wanted to make this because I haven't been here. I've been gone for quite some time, and I have really wanted to post. It's just, again, like, I haven't really done much in this area. I've really just been trying to figure out stuff with just not needing to live in a car anymore, to even having a car because I didn't have a car, and then trying to have my own place situated, but also getting to understand that people think I'm just fucking up. But no, I'm not getting into drugs so I don't have a place or I get kicked out from somewhere. That's not the issue. The issue is just the predicaments have been a lot of bad, but I believe in life that life will always be neutral. It's never going to be too bad. It's never going to be too great for too long. It happens. It has its cycles. So I went through a really harsh time, and now I went through a really chilling time. And because I went through my car being totaled, I got really comfortable and depressed to the point where I felt like I didn't need to change because I was fine. I'm in such a good mood when my physical health is up to shape, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not overworking myself anymore because, again, I am just a number at my job. So that's really what it's all about, is that self-care, not caring what other people think. Because, again, if you can't sit there and apply yourself to these people who don't understand your situation, they'll never understand. So thank y'all. Just really wanted to let a lot of this off my chest. I just got a BMW 2. It's really like a project I'm working on right now. So hoping to one day talk more about that in future videos, maybe do a project on it. So we'll see what's up, but thank y'all. This has been a little update, you know what I mean? I'm just not gonna put that in.